Without wasting too much time on an introduction, here are 5 ways that you can improve your online performances. Let's get into it. So, number 1, use the camera frame to your advantage. We've all had to adapt to performances in a variety of different ways, but in the majority of cases online, we're now all using a camera in a shared meeting environment as a way of creating and performing work together. Under normal circumstances, the frame of the stage is often much bigger than you are, but in this format, that's generally not the case. And actually, working within a camera frame, just like you'd expect for TV or film acting, opens up a whole new performance language. So play around with your shot, experiment with distance, framing, and explore alternatives to just speaking or reading your lines in front of a screen. You could use close-up shots to focus on details, gestures, or more subtle movements. Or maybe explore using props or signs to show thoughts, locations, or other pieces of information as well. Hey you, have you been waiting long? So be creative and explore different ways of using your camera frame so that when you collectively pull them all together, everybody is responsible for a different part of the story. Yeah. Ages. Number 2, prep your acting space. Now, because we're using a film language for performance, everything within your camera frame is the stage that you are performing on. So pay attention to the details that we can see in the background and the foreground, and think about how it might best represent the character or the mood or the location that you're performing in. Alternatively, if that's not possible or not relevant, then use a digital backdrop. Check it out, views of the city, love it. You know, I've always loved the sun. But it can also be really beneficial if your characters are all in the same place, like a dark void. Where are we? I don't know. Oh, I can't see a thing. Guys, I feel like I'm just floating. Number 3, costume and props. Well, we can do that, yes. Move it on. Just like if you're performing in a physical space, get yourself into costume and keep any props that you need close by. Because let's be honest, nobody really wants to wait while you run downstairs to grab a prop that you've left on the kitchen table. Unless, of course, that's part of the whole performance. I know what you mean. Yeah, I know what you mean. Now this is a really important point, and it goes without saying, but do try to stay in character. There's always going to be unpredictable and sometimes completely unavoidable distractions at home. Oh, this is my cat. Let's just move you over here. Thanks, Dottie. But where you can, try to ignore them. Switch off your notifications, stick the dog in the next room, and if you need to, just chuck some headphones in to drown out some of that background noise. Or if those distractions are completely unavoidable, like the doorbell for your Amazon package, then try to react to them in character. This is exactly what you'd be expected to do on stage in a live performance. So try to apply the same principle, because staying in character really makes it a beneficial performance for everybody involved, including those watching it as well. Hey. Number 5. Finally, microphones. It's happened to all of us, and by now we've all started to invent some ingenious ways to tell somebody that their microphone is actually switched off. But generally, unless you're not speaking for long periods of time, then just keep your microphone on and give yourself one less thing to remember. This is going to give you better control of the overall pace of your performance, but by doing that, it might help keep that stop-start feeling to a minimum. So there we are, 5 ways to enhance your online performances. If you have found this video helpful, then please do give it a thumbs up, and if you have any other gems of wisdom, then drop them into the comments below and I'll feature them in a follow-up video. See you all soon.